Also providing my name is Ben, and the more I make these videos, the more the workspace gets crammed by the Lego Movie 2 stuff. This is only half of it. Judah's keeping most of it downstairs. But yeah, it used to be just these guys, but now the Lego Movie 2 edition is going along, and so now it's very cramped. And so yeah, this is the first custom review of 2019. I was about to say 18, but it's not 2018 anymore, which it's kind of ironic. This is my first one because, first of all, this movie came out in 2017, and second of all, there's really only one minifigure in this video, which you'll understand later. But yeah, so there was a big story about all this. So yeah, at first for Venom, this is a Venom custom review because I forgot to mention that. At first for Venom, I was gonna make like 4 figures, and then that turned to 3, and then that turned to 2, and then I went back and fixed them, and then I had to order pieces, and this just it took way too long. But whatever, it's finally done now after like 6 months. Venom is done. And then I'll have almost all my 2018 projects wrapped up. All I'll have left is Spider-Verse, but that probably isn't coming out anytime soon because I'm working on the Marvel 10-year anniversary project. My microphone fell. So yeah, we already got a picture change thing, or a format change thing, because the first figure is not a minifigure. We only have one minifigure in the showcase because I ended up not doing Tom Hardy and just did these two. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna stop talking because the first figure is Venom. Yeah. So I made, of course I had to make Venom for the movie Venom. And just for a little size comparison, I nearly forgot his base. We can't do a Justin review without everyone having awesome base plates. So there's Spider-Man. Actually, I probably shouldn't do the base plate so you can really see. So yeah, he may be a little bit too big, but I decided to use a Lego Batman movie flashlight figure for this because I felt like the scale was perfect. Maybe it's not 100% perfect, like looking at that, but it's almost, it's really close. I feel like it's better than making him a normal Minifigure. But yeah, basically this process was really tedious because I saw the old Batman figures and they were like, hey, you can just take off the helmet. And I was like, oh great, they wouldn't have changed the format for the new Lego Batman figures because it's the same mask piece. But I don't know, some guy at Lego was like, hey, Justin Nerd Productions is going to try to sand the Batman helmet off of this. So let's make it the hardest thing that you could do. So yeah, this is the remnants of this Batman helmet. I hit a Lego bat. I tried getting it from the sides. I tried cutting it open, and then I tried it from all these different angles. It took super long. So just for anyone, if you want to do this, I would not recommend doing this. Just order a more expensive figure. Don't just order the cheap one and take forever to do this. That's what I should have done. If you really need to do this, what I did was I just went at the horn or the bat ear and just sanded it and then cut from the inside. And yeah, and then I had to sand his head up and then sculpt on the head so it looks like his little sister, and then sculpt the muscles. And yeah, so now let's actually review the figure because we haven't been doing that. So yeah, I really like the proportions. He still has all the stuff on the back because you're not supposed to look there. This doesn't exist. But I'm really proud of the front. Bigger figures, you can always get more detail on, which is one reason I like to do them. And if you were wondering, the flashlight is still intact. That's why it was hard to open. Yeah, so you can very clearly see that flashlight is still intact. And sometimes it'll even shine through the cracks of his head. But yeah, because that's why the Lego Batman movie head was so hard to open, because the eyes were supposed to glow. So yeah, my phone is falling. But I sculpted his head, and then I'm really proud of the face. I wanted to give him and She-venom, the other figure is She-venom, different faces. So his has his tongue out, and he's smiling. And I think that face in general just turned out really great. And the eyes and the mouth both turned out. I love it. I love it. And then I see a lot of people making Venoms with like all these like veins and stuff. There's like way too many. But really on him, there's just kind of a couple. Like there's like 3 on his arms, and then a handful on his torso. I mean, there's some black ones, but I mean, they're veins. I feel like I don't need to do every single one, so I really just did the white ones. So yeah, and I did sculpt the muscles here and on here. I'll talk about that in a bit. So I based the abs off of Superman, his abs, and I think they turned out really great because it kind of has this weird shiny effect. And so yeah, all the veins come out here and onto here and on the legs. And then I sculpted muscles. So I sculpted a muscle here, and then this big part. I make Lego customs. I don't know what all these muscles are called. I'm going to base it on the Eclipse Graphics, their muscle arms. This design I did to make it look like he has all these muscles. And yeah, I've said muscle so many times. And he has a couple of white veins going on it. And that's really about it for this guy. So now we got to change the camera angle again for She-venom. So yeah, here we have She-venom, and if you watched my last video with customs in it, the failed projects of 2018, and the ones I didn't finish, she's in it. She looks entirely different. That's why this video took so long to come out. I wanted her to look more like him because I made her first, and there was no concept art, or no art for her in general. I think she was kind of just a last thought for the movie. I mean, she's barely even in it, but that would be my dog scratching at the door. I'm very professional. I just wanted to make the muscles look a lot more like his, and so I painted muscles onto the arms. They're kind of harder to see on her because they're more harder. I made them harder to see because she is not as muscly. And then she's kind of almost exactly the same as him, except for they have different mouths. Just stop it, Twix. Their veins are kind of all in the same places. Maybe I should have switched that around a little, but I feel like that was the way to make her look the most like she does in the movie, just to kind of make her look like him, but as a girl, because that's essentially what She-venom is. I honestly don't have much else to say about this figure, you know. I did do an original face, and the face is not updated since the last time you see her. Yes, and again, they have 2 different facial expressions, so hers has eyes that are, oh my gosh, Twix. Hers has eyes that are like smaller and mouth closed, and then he has a mouth open and larger eyes. So yeah, that is my Venom custom review, and thank you so much for watching this video, my first custom review of 2019. I hope to have some better ones coming out soon, because I don't know, these figures are awesome. How can I lie? I love this guy. He's awesome. And then she's pretty cool. I don't know, not as cool as him though, because I mean, it's Venom. He's awesome. So yeah, thank you for watching and stuff, and be sure to subscribe. And I feel like there was something I was supposed to say. Oh yeah, this may be the last you see of this format. I'm considering a new format. If the next video is the same, just ignore I said this. I don't know. I'm just considering doing a format that's more like my original ones. And so yeah, that's it. See you guys next time. And stay nerdy, friends.